What's up guys, GGP is good here, and you've tuned into Overwatch Replay, a series where I commentate an Overwatch match that I've played with my buddies. I go over the turning points in the match and the ways I find the character that I'm using to be useful in the situations I come across. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Today we have a competitive match on King's Row. We start off on defense, and I take a look at the composition of my team. We have a Hanzo, we have my friend Comrade, I'm pretty sure he goes tank, and I decide to go D.Va. I think she's pretty useful on both sides of King's Row, on attack and defense. I was waiting around here debating if I should go healer, but I saw that we already had one, and I was getting tired of going healer anyways by this point in the night, so I went D.Va. So if you actually spawn here and you take a left, let's say, I mean obviously it doesn't matter at this point because you're just setting up your defenses. But if you take a left on that tunnel, I believe it's maybe 1 second faster. You get back to the point faster, I'm pretty sure. So for all future endeavors, if you need to get back on the point as fast as possible, you should go to the left. So our general strategy here is to basically hang out, or at least for me, because I'm a tank, is to hang out here and sort of act like Reinhardt would with my own shield. I block damage for my teammates, and I get wrecked here. But my point is, I try to block damage with my shield and have my teammates shoot behind me in the same vein that Reinhardt does that generally. But I saw that the Reinhardt in front of me was getting frozen, so I decided to foolishly sacrifice my defenses in order to attack him, because I know he's a big threat. So here you can see I went to the left. I got here a little faster than normal. I think. I haven't actually timed it, but anyways, the point is, it seems faster. So I'm trying to put just DPS on all of them here. I actually ended up getting stunned there, and then I lost my life, which is very unfortunate. So here I wanted to get back to the point to contest it, but I saw that I didn't have any of my teammates here, and they had pretty much 4 or 5 people on the point, 2 of which were tanks. There was no hope for me, so I blocked a little bit of the damage, and then I got out of there as fast as possible. Then I saw that D.Va ult coming in, which I had to get out of the way, so I decided to go up and over it, and then I saw that I could probably flank them, so that was my whole thought process there, by going up and over them. But I actually ended up getting killed from that Zenyatta, because there were actually 2 of them there, and I focused on the Lucio, unfortunately. So here I see that they're probably pushing pretty hard around this corner, and I figured there would be at least 3 or 4 of them around that corner. So I tried to send my ult in, and I wanted to put it up higher so they couldn't really react to where it was unless they were following it with their eyesights. But at that point, then they wouldn't be shooting in front of them. So that's why you generally want to put it on top, but it's a little bit of a skill shot, because you have to make sure, like I didn't, that it's going to land on them. So I got wrecked, and I tried to flank them, and then I got chased down by this Reinhardt, and then I just get wrecked pretty much by Zenyatta, I guess.
Come on.
So I saw that I believe the opposing D.Va used her ult and ended up killing 4 of our teammates. So I tried to stall them as long as possible. But you can see that that was not very fruitful. So here I lose my mech, so I'm just backing up. Luckily, I had 4 teammates behind me, so I can just back up behind them and try to build up my mech again. And then maybe we can sort of rinse and repeat. I go forward, maybe lose my mech, but I absorb a lot of damage. And then I back up once I lose the mech, and then we rinse and repeat. Hopefully that would end up working, but it looks like their Reinhardt's pushing forward. I singled out Zenyatta because he's hella annoying. And I took out Lucio and Reinhardt, and then we get a sweet Lucio ult, which is useful. I had the great idea to use my ult there again. A lot of failed ults, let me tell you that much. But our Mei fantastically put up an ice wall that I was not aware was going up, and she blocked my ult. She freaking blocked my ult. Anyways, I'm shooting Reinhardt's shield because I don't like when he advances for free. Never let Reinhardt just advance for free like that. But then you also want to be careful because he can just dash straight into you. So back into the fray. My teammates managed to push them back off. It seems that the opposing team is becoming a little disoriented and disjointed. They're coming in one by one, which we can obviously handle because we have a lot of DPS here. I managed to get a lot of damage shot onto me, so I backed up. Unfortunately, we only have a Lucio healing. If I'm not mistaken, we might have another healer, but he's only one in my vicinity to heal me, and he heals fairly slowly. So I foolishly go back out, and I lose my mech. But luckily, they're not rushing in or anything, so I can push up a little bit and put a little damage on Reinhardt's shield. Again, try not to let that happen. Let them advance for free, then they're basically in a great position to tear through your team. And then I get killed by Hanzo's ult. God damn it. So they managed to push the payload pretty far. I see that Mei is freezing this Reinhardt, so I need to help out with that damage. I need to push everyone off the point. So D.Va's her ult is pretty good with that situation. I managed to take out opposing D.Va's mech, and I'm not really sure. I think I might have taken out that Lucio. I don't really know who I took out along. No, I guess I didn't take out the Lucio. But anyways, I pushed them off the point. All I had to do was use my ult, so it was pretty useful. Right here, I'm trying to block as much damage as possible for my teammates. Hopefully they don't take too much damage. Great ult from Mei, but Zenyatta counter ults it. But I managed to take out that secluded soldier, which was throwing a lot of damage on us. So I'm just moving around the point. I'm trying to stall time until my teammates come back. You can see me jumping there. It's actually pretty hard to hit, not necessarily D.Va, especially Lucio, because he can move fast. But a jumping character is actually surprisingly hard to hit. I don't know why, but it's just true. Luckily, I boosted in and was there in time for Lucio's ult, although I guess it didn't really matter much because my teammates had already taken care of everyone. Also, you don't want to let D.Va back up like she just did. You can see I managed to chase her down and kill her because she'll just get her mech back, and she can also do damage while she doesn't have her mech. So you gotta pay attention to that sort of thing. Right there, I built up my ult, but it doesn't really matter because round 1 is complete. On to attack.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
Gonna be tough. So here we're all picking our characters. My buddy Comrade decides to be the lone healer actually, and it's Lucio. So I think if you're gonna pick one healer, I generally strongly advise that you have at least 2 healers. Actually, 2 is generally just how many you should have, although there are strats with 3 healers. But if you're going to have one, I guess Lucio is probably your best bet. He can heal multiple characters at once, and he can do it relatively quickly, and his ult is pretty useful as well. So we have 2 attackers, 1 defender, and 2 tanks, and of course 1 healer. I think our team comp is a little skewed towards damage, unfortunately. But as you'll see, it does end up working out for us. It's a pretty good match. So yeah, we'll go ahead and skip to the match. But I wanted to point out, generally a team composition should probably be 2 healers, 2 tanks, and 2 attackers. That will get you in a pretty good position in most situations, I think. In today's meta, as of 2016, they might change shit. Who fucking knows? It's Blizzard. Anyways, I decide to go to the right. I get surprised by this D.Va, actually. So I just boost in here, and I back into this little thing to get the health back, but I sort of got stuck, and I ended up actually surprisingly not dying there. Holy crap. I backed up in order to get... I'm surprised I got out of that, to be honest with you, but I think my teammates were there and they sort of distracted everyone else. This D.Va is trying to chase me down. I'm mashing triangle as fast as possible, so I can get my mech back up. Luckily, D.Va backed out of there because she saw that she was in a bad situation. Fun fact there, D.Va's shield cannot block D.Va's ult, as you just saw. So, our Lucio pops his ult, and that's a good point for me to stop shielding and start attacking because I'm being shielded. So I did that, and I went on the offense. D.Va is all about balancing your offense and your defense effectively in lapsing it based on your opponent's reload times. So you just have to have a general sense of how many shots they've taken, how long it's going to take them to take those shots, and when you should be blocking, basically. Although you can do the mix-ups and sort of block, and I don't know, it gets confusing. You have to know how many shots your opponent's taken and how you got to keep an eye on the gauge, the shield gauge, IMO. That's in my opinion. Here I've built up my ult. My teammates have pushed up a little far, in my opinion, but I think they're doing just fine because they managed to hold off the oncoming onslaught of defenders. And I'm just moving the point here because you do need someone on the point. Here I'm getting ready to use my ult, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I angle it up a little bit, and I end up getting a quadruple kill. Let's frickin' go. It was just, I think, the luck of the draw, although it was a well-placed ult, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go. That was a really hype moment for me. Yeah, I just managed to clear out that area, and I believe we get to this checkpoint right now, although the D.Va's right behind us. Thank God Mei put up her wall, though. So here, I'm just trying to chase her down, and hopefully Reaper's distracting her enough. Let's go. Where's this D.Va, son? D.Va's behind us. She's the worst, man. Kill her? Sorry. So here, I'm coming in behind. I'm trying to push a little farther forward and be in front of my teammates. Positioning is also pretty important with tanks because you don't want your tanks behind your first line of attack. They should be blocking damage for your DPS characters. Up here, I'm sort of shooting. I'm trying to take out this Ana. I just got fixated on her, which was pretty dumb because I could have gotten out of there without losing my mech. Luckily, not only did Lucio use his ult there, but Mei must have died or something because I didn't get killed there. And I'm just on the point here because at this point, if you're so close, so we're 3 meters away from the point from capturing, I think it's most important to get someone on that payload at all times in order to just make sure it's moving. I used my ult there and it was pretty sick. I actually cleared the point. But the point is to keep someone on that point, because if the opponent even backs up for 2 seconds, then you're going to move the point. So it's really important to have someone on the payload at all times in this type of situation. Even if it costs your life, because if they back up, they lose. That's generally how it's working. So here I'm just getting wrecked by Mei, but not before I take her out, and Bastion as well. So I spawn and there's a super big fail right now. Junkrat's ult comes in and I just start the life off without my freaking mech. Basically our push right there was a failed push because we weren't sticking together and being on the point, I think, in my opinion. So we ended up losing that fight, and now we actually have a tough fight to win because they're spawning faster than we are, or rather they're spawning closer to the point than we are. So it's kind of unfortunate for us. But we do have the advantage of height right here, and we have the height advantage on the right side with this little ledge thing in this room. I'm trying to build up my ult so I can get my mech back, which I just did. I saw that my team was not even there, so I'm not even gonna bother just going in there and losing my life. I don't care if they're pushing it back. I'd rather push forward with my team, so I just waited. I waited that out. I saw that Junkrat uses C4 and I didn't do anything about it. It's pretty dumb. I know that health pack is probably one of the most useful health packs on this point, so I go ahead and grab it, and then I lose my mech. But here I see my teammates need help with this D.Va. I don't want to let her just get her mech back, but it seems that I kind of have to. So because I can't really do much, I'd probably just lose that match. I don't even want to risk it, so I'd rather be doing DPS and moving the point forward. But I see that Bastion's set up, and I try to snipe him because I'm pretty sure he can't do much damage to me. I'm a small target and I'm really far away, so I just throw some bullets his way and it works out. And then I believe I just throw my ult in right about... No. I lied. Too soon, sorry guys. Basically, that was my idea, but I don't think I wanted to do it because we didn't have anyone else on the point, and I was unsure if I was gonna get all of them, clear the point, as it were. But basically what happens is we end up clearing the point and winning the match because we pushed it farther. So it was really actually a pretty close match. Good games to the opposing team. We wrecked you guys though, suck it. So leave a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to me if you like me, and if you want to see any other Overwatch content, leave me a comment in the comment section below what I did wrong, what I did right. And I'll leave you guys with the play of the match.
Victory.
I know.
Play of the match.
What? He got play of the game? I got a quadruple kill and a triple kill. But that's not me. That's not me. But he. Oh, wrecked. I didn't know. Nice with the healing.
Epic.
Unreal.
He did freeze a lot of people though. That's a lot of freezing. Jesus. Nice. That was a pretty solid match. I know, it was pretty scary. But somehow you did it. Good job, good job. Like... it's true, it's true.